Hey guys, Brandon with JazzPokeCenter.com, and today I got a little bit of a different video for you. So, a while back I did tips and tricks for a seller at car shows, vendor and everything. And today I'm going to do a tip, trick video, however you want to call it, for buyers at trade shows. And these things they're not, I guess, they're not guaranteed to work because every vendor is different and had a call coming. And every body has different price points in their merchandise, but these would definitely help you at least at my table, and I feel like they would help you at other tables too. So I just want to get up here. Anyway, let's get started. Be honest with you, number one thing is just manners. I've said in my videos before, I greet everybody. If you're walking, as long as you're not at somebody's table and you're just walking by, hey, how you doing? Well, my buddy Josh went with me to a show one time. He thought it was funny as shit because I was like, hey, how you doing, man? And the guy would just kind of just keep walking, didn't give two shits. And I'd be like, all right, bud, good talking to you. Josh just thought that was hilarious shit. But I tell you what, I've had people like that before, walk up to my table. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And not even look at me. And then they want to sit there and say, well, I see you got 25 on this card. Will you take 15? Or I'll give you 50. They didn't want to talk to me. They didn't want to greet me. It was rude at my table. And now they want me to give them a discount. And as stated before, all my stuff's paid for cash. Somebody at work was telling me, they're like, dude, what are you going to do if the market crashes tomorrow? Well, first of all, it ain't going to go to zero. And if it does go to zero, I feel like Pokemon's going to be the least of my troubles. So, but, yeah, so just a little bit of manners. I mean, I say hey, you say hey. If you're walking by, whatever, that's on you. And if you're in a bad mood, I mean, it is what it is, but when I'm in a bad mood, I'm still greeting my customers. Let's see. Then you get people, and it's not so much at my table because I don't have a lot of the stuff like this, the scalpable stuff at the shows. But because you go to shows and you'll see somebody and they got the latest collection boxes and the latest ETBs only, no singles running. I got like 3 display of singles. I got older ETBs. I got UPCs. I got stuff that you can't scalp even if I wanted to, right? But you got people up there and they'll get cocky with their offer. First of all, it's a seller's market right now, so this stuff could totally change next year when it's back to a buyer's market. But right now, it's a seller's market, and I've had people tell me, "Well, I see you got 300 for that, but I mean, I'll do 200 for you right now, and you can pay off your credit card bill." Like, excuse me, the fuck? Who said I had a credit card? I ain't got no damn credit card. So don't assume that. I mean that goes again to the manners. I'm Southern raised. My grandma raised me a lot. My biological mother, she really didn't have a lot to do with my raising, and my grandmother though, she raised me a lot. Both grandmothers, mother and father side, and Southern hospitality. I really strongly. I mean, it's within me. So if you're rude, dude, I don't need your money that bad unless you're gonna pay full sticker. And I've even turned down people before, like, oh well, I'll pay you 300, and I'm like, nah, I just rather not sell to you. Oh, you're going to turn this? Yeah, I am. I don't need the money that bad. So yeah, 100%. So just don't be rude. That would get you a long ways. Let's see. Um, a little conversation at my table will go a long way. If you just come straight to my table and just out the blue ask for discounts, I know y'all trying to get the best deal. I understand that. But what y'all don't understand is, no, I don't know if there's a lot of vendors. Probably not as many as I think. But I am a legit business. Okay, I was a sole proprietorship, and I have my own, EIN number for taxes, and I file taxes, and I have to pay sales taxes and everything. Today I got approved for my LLC. So now I'm Jabs Corner Store LLC. So anyway, but what you don't understand is I price my stuff at market, right? Especially my seal stuff. I price it at lowest listing TCG listing. Okay, so if you go buy from TCG, they're going to charge you taxes, right? You buy it from me, I'm not going to charge you taxes and I'll just pay the taxes. But people don't seem to understand that, and they want to lowball your number and everything. And the thing is, I'll work a lot better with you, and a lot of vendors will, if you bring cash. Have cash. Cash is still king in 2026. You bring me cash, we might can work something out a little bit better. Now I'm still going to have to pay taxes on it and everything, but cash I can hold right now. I ain't gotta wait for it to come in and all that. And yeah, cash is still king. So don't try to get me at 85, 90% and then want to pay with a card. And then get upset when I have to charge, because I do take tap to pay. And the tap to pay, I'm gonna charge you the sales tax and the processing fee. I don't want to pay that. And I mean, you want the product with a card, so I mean, and people do it. It's like 9.9% or something like that altogether with the sales tax and the processing fees, 9 point something percent. And I'd much rather just take the cash and you keep the 9%. But I'm not going to sit there and negotiate on my prices and then you don't give me cash. So cash is king. I really feel that. I mean, I can work on some prices, but you know what? If you've been nice, I can tell you really like the card. Like if it's a card, I tell you really like the Pokemon. We've had our conversation. You asked me what my favorite Pokemon is. I've asked you what your favorite Pokemon is. We've had a conversation. Chances are I'm still going to give you a discount. Yeah, I mean, I just being nice in a conversation with your vendors. And I know not all vendors are like this. Some vendors are assholes, and I get that. But don't come to my table, already being an asshole, because I'm not gonna put up with it. I just rather not have the money, honestly. Okay, another thing, respect the table, right? And this is for every vendor. And I will say this is for every vendor because I have respect for every other vendor out there. But we have thousands of dollars, and there's some vendors with tens of thousands of dollars, if not more, on their table. And the lack of respect that goes on there. I mean, I told you about that video about that 4-year-old girl spilling her drink on my table and everything, and how the father was blaming on her, and he was giving her the drink back hole, and then she put it on my display, and I mean, it's just a whole shit show, and I told him I was done, like, you can just go, but you just show my table respect, don't put your drinks on my table. If you're eating, and I don't want your greasy fingers on my cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can look at the card, but keep it in the penny sleeve. And that's with any vendor, because up until the point that you buy it, it is my card, right? So that's that. And I know this video might be controversial. People will, you can't. The customer's always right, and look at this asshole think he's all bad. Hey, you know what? I've been in business, or I've been in sales my whole life. My dad owned his own business selling. I used to go on the route with him selling. I've sold cars. I've sold beer. I've managed a gas station. I've dealt with all the assholes before and all the drunk assholes, and I'm always in sales. I can sell ice to an Escobar. I'm just saying. And then another thing that will, yeah, y'all like my little note right here, right? Scratch paper. Another thing that I feel like would help y'all is know your product, know your cars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're new to the hobby and you don't know, you can ask vendors and they'll tell you. Or I know I will anyways, and I'll show you. Now I ain't gonna tell you how much every card in your binder's worth, but I'll show you how to use TCG Player. I'll show you how to look it up on TCG Player. I'll show you how to use eBay sold listings. I'll show you. I'll run a couple with you and show you. But you need to know your cars. First of all, because, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but vendors will take advantage of people who don't know their cars. Right? But probably the most frustrating thing is when the customers, the potential buyers, potential customers want to sell you something, right? And they think they got this $150 card and it's a $5 card. And they're like, well, what's the difference? And it's like the biggest thing is going to be the prize pack stamp. You know, I think you get those from like a tournament or something. The prize pack stamp cards are way higher than the normal card. Just like the Pokemon Center stamp cards are 10 times higher than the non-Pokemon Center stamp. And you know, and people get mad like they're like, nah, they're like, what's the difference? That's it, that little stamp. And I mean, it is what it is. So you need to know your products. Just like I've had somebody come up to my table a couple weeks ago with the Ascended Heroes ETB, a regular one. And I didn't have none at the time. I had a Ascended Heroes Pokemon Center behind me on a shelf. And the guy's looking at it, and he has one in his hand. He goes, hey, man, you want to buy this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I can see it. I already know it's not a Pokemon Center. Well, yeah, sure, man. How much you want for it? I'll take 300. Well, first of all, sir, if I'm selling mine for 310, I'm not going to sell you. I'm not going to give you 300 for it. I'm not making $10 off of 300. That's ridiculous. That's super ridiculous. So yeah. First of all, so even if it was a Pokemon Center one, you lost your damn mind expecting me to chill out $300 and then just make $10 off of it. That's ridiculous. Cause somebody I had it for 310, somebody offered me 300, I'm going to take it unless they've been rude to him. Because then fuck you, I don't need your money. But yeah, and I was like, no, man, this is a Pokemon Center one. It's like, what's that mean? I was like, you can only get it from Pokemon Center. I was like, see right here, I showed them, you know, where it says Pokemon Center. I was like, yours is just a regular one. And at the time, they were going for about $100. Like, yours is probably worth about $100. So I would probably give you like 70 to 80 bucks for it. Nah, man, nah, that's good. That's crazy. I was like, okay. But like, he didn't know that what he had, and then he had an attitude at the end, like it was my fault. You know, like, so just know the products. Let's see, what else am I missing here? Oh, probably the big thing. This is for parents, for your kids. Okay, so we're getting a lot of new vendors in here. I don't know if vendors are more cocky or than I am or more confident. But for me personally, if I'm going through a binder and I see one fake card, I'm not buying nothing out of that binder. Because there are some good fakes out there. And I would like to say, knock on wood, that I haven't bought a fake card and I haven't sold a fake card. I feel like I've done pretty good spotting them out. But for real, if I see one fake card in a binder and I know it's fake, I just said, no, I don't see nothing in here. But I do always tell the parents, because or tell the people if they're an adult, but it's 9 times out of 10 it's in a kid's binder. Hey, you know these are fake, right? Oh yeah, we know. Okay. Or oh yeah, we know he got it from some kid at school, so now he's wanting to trade him for some real cards. Well, it doesn't work like that. He can pick a card from the dollar binder if he likes. Um, and like they just want to keep it in the binder. And I know the kids might like it and everything, but honestly, and this might help you. I don't know how other vendors feel about this, but maybe leave the fake cards at home. I know they're pretty. I know they're all shiny. Leave the fake cards at home when you go to a show. Bring just the real cards. Because then, I don't know, because it would not deter me away from buying. If I know the cards are real, I'm going to buy them. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I added a bunch of English products to the website, jazzpokécenter.com. I got Perfect Order coming in tomorrow. I got a case of booster boxes coming in. I think I'm selling for $2.30 a box. It's $20 cheaper than GameStop. Shipping's gonna be flat rate shipping, but you get free shipping at $250. So just buy a couple of loose packs of something, and boom, you get free shipping. So that's probably your best deal. I feel like I want to make a face or something in this video for a thumbnail. So I gotta think of what I want to do. So the video's over. Y'all go away. Let's see what I can do about a thumbnail face. Let's see. No. Hang on. No, clear. Okay. Let's see. No. No, why will you laugh? No. Oh, that's a good one. Hold it. Okay. Alright, that was some thumbnail. And thank you guys. Bye.